Just screwing around here at Synapse. Got the little test rig set up because I gotta do a little test for somebody. This is what's known as an airspeed sensor. So we can actually tell just how shitty everyone else's product is compared to ours, because we can actually measure the speed that the air comes out of their blow-off valve and how long it takes for the air to actually come out, how fast it goes, all that stuff. And yeah, so we know our product is the best. It's Mitsubishi, and we already know the diaphragm units, they respond very slowly in terms of milliseconds. They're not as fast as the synchronic design or even the solenoid-based design. But we're going to try to get the pressure up to 12 psi. There's such a bad leak in it to begin with, see, that it takes a long time for it to pressurize the value. But once we get it up to 12, we're going to do a quick discharge of this and show that the pressure doesn't even go down that much, so it cannot vent a 9-liter volume that quickly. And here we go. Still retaining 5 psi in the volume, so it doesn't do the volume for the 9 liters that we're looking for. And we'll gather the data on just how fast the valve actually actuates and get it on a 3 sigma report here eventually. Solenoid unit, pure solenoid, it's binary. It's actually a pretty good device relative to the diaphragm units, aside from obviously like cost and weight and scalability and things like that. But you know, as it's building up pressure, it's actually able to maintain like no leakage, and it's also still able to produce the pressure. And we're just showing this to show like kind of what the benchmark should be in a system like this. We're going to try to produce about 15 psi, and when I actuate this valve, you'll see how fast the pressure drops relative to the old stuff. Okay, I'm going to charge it now. And it dropped the pressure so fast. Again, and here's the airflow sensor. When I discharge it, watch how much it actually, we know it doesn't leave much in the tank. Watch what it does to the sensor. Once we go to 15 psi, what are we at right now? We got about a half psi to go. Okay, I'm going to discharge this thing, so just keep an eye on that. Did that read right? I thought that was supposed to go to overpressure. Didn't go to overpressure? The newer Mitsubishi unit. It's all metal, and it's actually better at holding boost. If you look at the sensor, there's no airflow through right now, but just to show you how sensitive this sensor is, here, watch when I move my hand. It's at 0, and then if I just move my hand past the sensor, it's able to pick up like vortices right away. So you already know, like just by me moving my hand around, like it's setting off the sensor, so it can detect leak pretty quickly. So here's the metal one. And so we're starting with 0, we're going to pressurize it, and what's kind of cool is like it's not changing. So at 1 pound of boost, it's not leaking like the plastic one. It's not leaking, 3 pounds, 4 pounds, 7 pounds, still not leaking. So the metal one's better than that original plastic one. Still has a diaphragm in it though, and at some point, let's see, we're at 12 pounds now, 13, 14, thing's holding pretty good. So this thing actually holds pressure pretty good. I thought it was leaking earlier. There we go. Once it's got a sustained amount of pressure on it, like 20 pounds of boost on it, it starts to leak. But not much. So the metal one doesn't leak much. The only problem is when you actually discharge it, it went like to 2300 for flow. And if you look, there's like, again, no vacuum. So this is a pretty well designed valve. It's not even going into overpressure. So we're back up to 16, 17. Let's see exactly just how much pressure it actually, how much flow it actually moves. 20. Highest number I saw was like 2,900 feet per minute. So we're gonna go try on our valve here pretty soon. This thing now?
26.6 on the front.
Yeah. So our scale was eating shit just because what?
It was missing a battery.
The battery seriously made it.
It made a difference, yeah.
That's stupid.
All the packages I've been sending have been wrong.
So the rear's making 26.62.
Nice, Devin. Nice. Just, I hope no one from UPS sees this video.
It's okay.
26.4.
26.4.
2 ounces different.
Between what? Left and right?
Between the 9.5 and 10.5 width.
That's not very much difference.
I don't know.
How much? How many ounces?
4. 2? Actually, yeah, it's
Yeah.
26.4 on the front and 26.
I guess all the weights.
in the
I
rear.
guess all the weights in the hub, right?
Possibly.
Is in the face. I guess there's not that much weight if it's in just the middle part.
Well, the hoop.
Yeah, 26.6.
26.6.
All right. So I guess we fixed the scale.
We got
Got some BBAs.
these ultra rare JDM Yo BBS wheels. These are the rears.
Ultra JDM.
Ultra JDM. Yeah. Evidently they only made like 100 sets.
Yeah.
Evidently.
Evidently. This is all hearsay. I don't know for sure.
Evidently, according to them.
No, it's 100 sets. It's 100 sets for San Diego, 100 sets for LA, 100 sets in Japan.
100 sets for bulletproof.
Hey, 20 pounds, 0 grams. Or 20 pounds, 0 ounces, like right on the money.
20 pounds.
What is it? Let's see here.
21.8.
21.8 for the rares. And I
Okay.
weighted fronts earlier, they were 19.6.
What's the? Is that lighter than stock?
Don't know yet, I'll have to go look up the record.
Oh, you know what? You got to weigh it with a tire. Remember, we actually have specs on our forum
Okay,
of.
hold on, lift it up real quick.
Yeah.
Let's zero it out.
Yeah, zero it out first.
I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on.
You know, we have specs on our forum of how much it weighs with Nittos versus these and
Yeah.
stuff. The Nittos were a lot lighter than stock, actually. Just too bad they didn't have the kind of grip we were looking for.
16.6. Okay. 17.2. Is there something wrong?
It's on there.
It's on scale.
Okay, so 17.4 is how much this thing weighs.
17.4.
Is that light?
For a 20-inch rim? Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
They look good.
Yeah. What, you like the BBS?
Yeah, the wheels look real good.
Time to throw this thing on the dyno. You guys don't want to take the nose off before you throw it on the dyno?
Take it up? For what? Just to get more air or just so we could get to stuff?
No.
We're
So
not gonna mess with it just yet, right?
no. And we're gonna fire this thing up. Here, big honking fans going. What? Shut up. You guys fixed the scale this time, right?
Yeah.
Turn it around the other way, yeah.
Well, that's pretty heavy. 25.4. Is that the rear?
This
That's
would
the
be
rear.
the rear, yeah.
And then what was the other one? Stocks were like 21s, weren't they?
Stock wheels are 20s, aren't they?
No, not diameter.
Are you filming?
Oh, the weight of the other ones? Yeah.
I think this weight is like 21, isn't it? Or-
yeah.
For the front? Is that a rear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Perfect. Front. F.
Oh, okay, yeah. F as in.
Difference?
Yeah, they're staggered.
Do you remember what they weighed, Eric?
The BBSs?
Yeah.
26.4 in the front, 26.6 in the rear.
Oh, so they are heavier.
They are,
Yeah.
slightly. Probably because it's a two-piece design
Versus a one-piece deal.
versus a one-piece.
They're 30
That's not bad for a one-piece, for a three-piece though.
cosmetically.
For the weight, I mean for a three-piece to weigh that much? 26? They're about the same? They're about the same.
Front rear.
Here, hold on. And how much was stock, Eric?
30s?
You want this?
Hold on.
Mine's 26.4 as far as this scale is concerned.
Put it right.
And the rear is what?
I'd have to reweigh it to get it accurate.
What, the BBS?
For the rears of the BBS,
Yeah.
26.6.
Oh, okay.